Have you found victory yet, Rangers? Ask. Why? Are you getting ideas? I've got years left to make that decision, Rangers. And I'm certainly not going to make it while all this is going on. Used to be my strongest supporters, until we had an argument about how quickly democracy should be instituted in Colorado. When they lost that argument, they tried to usurp me, and, well, until they attacked the city, I thought I'd wiped out the whole family. Apparently Nelius led some of them into the wilderness. I should have been more thorough. I assume it was Liberty who put them up to the raid. They were never this clever before. Can you blame me? If she wasn't as bloody-handed as she is brave, I'd have already passed the throne to her. Unfortunately, she has no interest in governing, only ruling. The nation as you see it is my life's work. Only fools expand beyond their ability to govern. Fine. Tell me. Fine. Get going, Rangers. You have work to do.
No sudden moves, understand?
Hey, you hear about Rosalind's ex?
The love puzzle guy?
Scuttlebutt is he's been trying to get rotated into her unit.
Oh, we gotta make this happen. You ever see Roz go all Ice Queen on some poor soul? It's like, I can't even describe it.
Careful, or someone will think you got the hots for Rosalind.
No, I just appreciate it.
Good to see you, Rangers. Stop! Only members of the Patriarch's family are allowed back here. The Patriarch likes it quiet.
This palace used to be a fancy hotel back before the deluge. Wonder if they had the turret guns back then.
Team November, I just went by R&D and saw some pretty crazy new gear just ready and waiting for you. You should head back and see it when you get the chance. Over and out. Come in, Team November. This is HQ. We finally got a signal through to Arizona. It's a bit spotty, but we got word from General Wade Woodson. He'd like to speak with you. Solid copy, November. See you soon. Over and out.
No one's allowed in there. Which word didn't you understand? Please, step away.
Patriarch says Gipper's had it coming.
Hey, you're the Rangers! Sure is nice to meet you. Guess you already know your front page news. Yep, I work for the Colorado Patriot, only newspaper left in America. We tell people what's happening in the city and what they should think about it. Well, it's the only safe place we've got. Vegas is gone, the robots saw to that. Refugees say the East is dying too. Might still be a couple nations out there, Motor City Combine and Buckeye Republic, but they were at war last we heard. Colorado's the only safe place left, and we have the Patriarch to thank. That makes this town the best place in the world near as I can tell, even if it isn't perfect. You bet!
Would you rather freeze to death?
You're a barrel of monkeys, huh?
Come on, answer the question.
All right. You're gone faster.
All right, you got the Gippers to turn the oil on. Slick work.
The Dorseys prey on Arapaho trucking. Maybe putting old Nelius in the ground will make them think twice. Of course. Let's see if we can find what you want.
Howdy, Rangers. Here I am, just like I promised, ready to expand my vistas and learn new things. Thanks so much for inviting me to the party. I already talked to Doc Parker and sterilized myself from ass to applicators, so I'm ready to assist him when you guys hurt yourselves. But listen, I owe you more than that for this opportunity, so let me share something with you. Having electronic eyes helps me spot things when I'm scavenging, but that isn't all of my secret. It's all about the filtering, knowing what not to look at. And now you know. It's new. It's different. Lots of people to meet. Don't think I'm gonna get bored anytime soon. So I'm a happy girl. Back at the commune, Vivisecto saved an old prospector from dying and spent a few days helping him convalesce. He was a talkative old coot. Guess that memory was part of the slice of his consciousness I got made from. Hasta luego, benefactors.
Hey, Rangers! It's good to see you again. What can I do? Thanks, Rangers!
Not sure how I feel about killing synths, but if doing so keeps humans safe, I'm not going to argue about it. What do you need, Rangers? Sure.
Welcome back, Rangers. What can I do for you? Happy to. Take a look.
Don't see us sleeping under bridges, do you? What's wrong with them?
Why can't they go back where they came from?
Goddamn freeloaders is what they are.
Y'all might be able to help us. We heard.
Rangers, my name's Betsy. If you don't mind, we've got a request for you. Me and the girls here, we got family who were arrested a while back and put to hard labor at the Patriarch's work camp. Thing is, we've no clue where it is. And the marshals won't say a lick on the subject. Nah, most of them deserve what they got. We don't have any issue with that. But knowing where they are? Oh, well, that'd help us sleep better at night. Figure out where they're holding our loved ones. That's all we're asking you for. And we'll damn well pay you for the privilege. I wish we had more for you to work with, but the only thing we got is a name. Frank Pappas was a marshal in charge of shipping folks to the work camp. All we know is that he's retired and living somewhere downtown. Someone at the marshal station might know something. They won't tell us anything. But you might be luckier. We'll be waiting.
No need to notify the civvies, but Frank's been taking his retirement at the Sands Lux Apartments. Never went far from the marshals. Daisy always kept the work camp pretty hush-hush. Most of us didn't know a thing about it, except that it's somewhere outside the city. Old Frank is ornery, but we can make him talk.
Bartender, have I ever told you how I defeated Cochise single-handed?
When my father finds out you've put me in here, your head's going to be on the chopping block.
Come on, Valor. It was your father who asked us to lock you up. You know that.
That's only because you've been lying to him about me. Listen, I want you to take a message to him.
I don't think he'll listen.
Tell him I wasn't working for the Gippers. I was spying on them, and I've got important information about them.
Do you? Well, tell me, and I'll pass it on.
No. I have to tell him personally.
Sorry, Valor. That's not going to happen.
Well, fine then. Fine. When everyone in Colorado Springs dies because I couldn't talk to him, it'll be your fault.
Yes, Val. A dead synth is better than one loose in the city. Still, I would have liked to have done an interrogation and learned what its motives were. Well, I'm sure this was the safest course of action. Good luck out there. What can I do for you? Mama Cotter has been a little difficult. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I know anyone that uncompromising about their ideals. I don't even think she's that wrong. She just went about it badly. Protecting and helping the weak and unfortunate? That is certainly a form of justice. But she did break the law so many times, and would have undoubtedly continued. I fear the marshals would have killed her for that, regardless of her good intentions. Good luck out there.
You here to gloat? Because if you're here to gloat, you shit-snorting cockcats, I'm gonna beat you with my shoe.
Don't worry about me. I can lick my way to Wildcats.
I respect your loyalty to the old man.
Don't blame you for rescuing those refugees at the bazaar, but where are they gonna go?
Now, what can I help you with? I'll be here. Now, what can I do for you? Safe travels, Rangers.
November, good to see you. Give me 1 second to make sure the General's still there. General, are you there? I have Team November for you.
Thank you, Gonzalez. Put him on.
Yes, sir. He's ready for you, Rangers. Have a seat.
Ah, Team November. Glad we finally got through. Corporal Gonzalez said I should hear the details from you, so tell me, how's the mission going? An ambush? How many of you survived? What about my brother? Is Riley alive? Hard to hold out hope with news like that, but I won't give up. Let me know the minute you learn something. Now, what about the mission? Gonzalez told me the Patriarch's confirmed the deal, and has provided you with a HQ and supplies. I'm pleased to hear it. What are your thoughts on him? Does he seem like a reliable ally? I was afraid it might be like that. A leader doesn't ask for military help unless things are desperate. Well, hold up your end of the bargain and we'll pray he's able to hold up his. Anything else I should know about? Excellent. Glad to hear it. Keep up the good work. All right then. Report received. Thanks for letting me know the situation on the ground. I've got no additional orders except to wrap things up ASAP. Our position here in Arizona is tenuous at best. Without the manpower we sent with you, we're stretched thin, and the gangs and militias are getting bolder by the day. Nor is the food and water situation improving. If we can get through next winter, next year's crops might be enough to keep us going. But I don't see how we're getting there without the Patriarch's promised supplies. So, no pressure. But at the same time, hang on. Damn it. Sorry, November. Gotta get back to it. I'll try to reach out again in a few...
Looks like we lost the signal, November. I'll let you know if I get it back.
Who turned out the lights?
You're probably just buying the monster army time. Someone's gonna take the bazaar from them sooner or later.
Sato is my...
Nice to see the city back to life, huh?
Yeah, people are...
What do you need, Rangers?
We sure are, Rangers. Just don't do anything to disappoint what's on your mind. Why do you ask? No, actually, don't tell me. You've done all right for the marshals, so it can't hurt. Pappas used to be a marshal, but he ain't anymore. Couldn't handle the job. He lives over at the Sans Lux apartments now if you want to pay him a visit. Don't tell him I said hello. That's good old-fashioned Colorado justice. We slap lawbreakers into the pillories, strip 'em down, and let the cold do its work. You can't go easy on traitors and criminals, not in a place like this. Not with the Wasteland right outside the walls. Only thing keeping us civilized is the law, and folks need to see what happens to people who break it. Best damn outfit in the city. We're independent and tough as hell. Only person we answer to is the Patriarch. No offense to the 100 families, but they're not welcome in the marshals. My boys and girls are ordinary folks who had to struggle for what they've got. That's the way I like it. Oh, I've been here a long time, Rangers. Started out as the Patriarch's bodyguard about 30 years ago, and he liked my style. Guess I was a cute young thing back then. After I helped him whoop the Plains gangs, he put me in charge of the marshals. Been doing the job ever since. Never gave him cause to complain. I keep things nice and peaceful around here. A little. Nobody's been sent there in a while. Thing is, their loved ones were hardened criminals. They don't get any visitation privileges. Trust me, whoever's asking you to do this is better off without those creeps in their lives. In fact, they ought to thank us for taking them away. Nope, that's a state secret. Orders from the Patriarch himself. Need to know only, and you don't need to know. Sorry, Rangers. All right. What have you got? Roger that.
Would you rather freeze...
It's the last time anyone saw them.
Hydro crew?
I still think it needs some work.
We're badass mercenaries. We're stationed in the hydroponics bay. What about this name doesn't fit?
Hey, I want a cool mercenary group name just as much as everybody else. But it should be the right one.
As long as we agree, Mole Mercs is off the table.
Yes, obviously. What the hell? How'd you get down here? Okay, smartasses, how'd you find that door?
Wait a minute. Aren't those the Desert Rangers?
Holy heat, you're right. Gotta say, as one professional to another, you've really hit the ground running. We've all been impressed with your work here in Colorado. That's a really compelling point. Okay, everyone, weapons down.
You Desert Rangers really take the cake. Desert Rangers. I must be hungry. Careful. Not everyone in here is with us.
Always heard the Buchanan family bunker was somewhere under Broadmoor. Could this be?
This new crew on the Patriarch's payroll. Desert
Squires! Of course I heard of.
This is not the best way to begin an engagement.
Hey. Heard of this new crew on the Patriarch's payroll? The Desert Rangers.
Of course I heard of them. If half of the stories from Denver are true, they would turn us into pig meat.
I'll bet we can take them.
speak for yourself. I'd rather die of boredom than a bullet.
Assessing the target.
Got a bead on him. And...
There are worse places to ride out an apocalypse.
The bunkers where my ancestors rode out the bombs. I doubt they were as nice as this.
Oh, what's that sting?
Thanks.
Who's that? Destiny provides. Good. I'm ready. Wait. Slip me some shotgun shells and I'll help you. Useless.
Something peculiar about that chicken.
Leck.
Nobody should have gotten here.
Destiny provides. You'd better be here to rescue me. I'm not trading one set of jailers for another. End these bastards and let me out of this cage!
Here they come.
Where my eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He's trampling out the vintage where the grapes are at the store. He'd loose the faithful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is march. I've seen the watchfires of 100 serpent camps. They have built him an altar in the evening dews and damps. I can read his righteous sentence by the dim and flaring lamps. His day is marching on. With a glory in his bosom that transfigures you and me. As he died to make men holy, let us die to make men free, while God is marching on. He's trampling out the vintage where the grapes are at the store. He hath loosed the fateful lightning. His sound, his truth, his march. I've seen the underwater tribes of 100 serpent camps. They have builded him an altar in the his righteous sentence by the dim and flaring lamp. He's marching on.
Now, who are you? Never heard of her. What's this about? Dirt on Buchanan. I am his dirt. That's why he buried me here. I am warlord of the Scar Collectors, greatest slavers of the Colorado Plains. When the Patriarch came east to put us down, we gave him more than he bargained for. Stopped him cold. I know he tells his people he secured his borders by beating us. Makes himself out a real hero. Bullshit. He made a deal. Gave the Scar Collectors, Payasos, and Godfishers money and supplies to hunt east and keep the smaller gangs out.
I don't believe you. The Patriarch would never do such a thing.
You wouldn't believe what your Patriarch would do. Security is the enemy of ambition. Got so used to having the Patriarch hand me my living that I forgot my destiny. An oracle told my mother I was born to make the Wakarusa Redlegs the greatest horde in Kansas. Was going to use the Scar Collectors to unite the Colorado gangs, then lead them home to take what's mine. But the deal with the Patriarch made me lazy. And Destiny's a jealous bitch. Ignore her, and she'll have her revenge. Another Buchanan. After Liberty failed to take her daddy's throne, she ran our way. Realized pretty soon she could turn our gangs against us by telling them about the deal we made with her father, which we'd kept secret. She told him we'd settle for table scraps when we could have had the whole of Colorado. That we'd become guard dogs when we could have been kings, which was the truth. So the gangs rose up. Star the Dreams overthrew clouds drifting west to lead the Godfishers. Let Chorito kill Slapstick to take the Payasos, and that rat Steel Trap jumped me and sold me to a bauxite mine. Now he's running the Scar Collectors. Not for long. Another stupid mistake. Wasn't hard escaping the mine, but then I ran to Buchanan, asked him for help taking back the scar collectors. Promised him I'd capture his daughter for him, rein in the gangs. Fool. He told me I was weak and useless. Threw me in here. Well, I was weak. I let him distract me from my destiny with easy living. Now I'm back on track, and he will die for seducing me. Once I take back the gangs from Liberty, I'll lead them east, away from your pretty little city, and use them to once again become ruler of the Wakarusa Redlegs, and then all of Kansas, as was ordained. But there's one thing I gotta do before I leave Colorado. Put the Patriarch's head on a spike. If you want that too, maybe we can walk the same path for a time. What do you say? Make 'em quick. When I was born, my mother carved 12 lines into me, symbolizing the 12 trials I would overcome before I ruled all of Kansas. I've been crossing them out ever since. Once I take back the scar collectors, I cross out the 11th. If a man is destined to be free, then he'll be free. If he's a slave now and doesn't think that's his destiny, then he should fight for it, like I have. Can't be a scar collector without modding yourself. Part of getting jumped in. I chose the arm. Can't wait. Does that mean we're parting ways or fighting? Well, I ain't dying alone.
Well, that was a learning experience.
Oh my. That is foul.
Shit!
Orders are to keep him alive. What the hell was all that gunfire? Nobody should have gotten here. So you're the ones who've been shooting up the place. And everybody else? Son of a bitch. It doesn't matter. We got orders, and we don't piss ourselves at the likes of you.
It wasn't worth it. wasn't worth it.
The outcome was never in doubt.
Who's there? You removed my captors. Good. Now, take me out of here. I must die under the sky. It is not mercy that keeps me from killing you. For not knowing my name, my body betrays me. I am clouds drifting west, leader and prophet of the God-fishers, slayer of unbelievers, launcher of 1,000 kites.
Holy. I've heard of this guy. Everybody who fought in the Plains Wars knows what he did. He's killed more people than hunger.
Buchanan's daughter turned my people against me. They beat me, broke my bones, but I escaped, came here, ordered Buchanan to make good on our deal. He turns his back and drags me here. May lightning strike him.
Kizil. He paid me tribute so that I would not raid his lands. Men, women, he delivered to us offerings for kites. Raise them to the gods.
What? Are you serious?
You think he is not capable? A man who rules with a hammer?
You are lying! The Patriarch would never trade innocent lives for security.
Believe what you want, girl. Don't know. Didn't care. Just blood to beat the gods down from the sky.
Not buying it. Never heard about anything like this, and I hear all the dirt. At least I think I do.
Then end my life. May you never again.
Well, that was an anticlimax.
Look alive. Whoever took out the other shit could still be around.
Oh shit! It's the Desert Rangers!
Pull back! Do not engage! The Patriarch can keep his money!
Right behind you!
Breaker 19, this is Dead Red calling those November Cowboys one more time. Heard you met Ironclad Cordite. Oh, well, I've got friends all over, and they've all got good eyes. Just don't tell him and you'll be fine. Nobody knows you did it, and Buchanan can't admit those men were his. He can't even admit that they existed. And, well, I apologize about that. I didn't know any other way of getting you up to speed. But now that you've talked to Cordite, you understand who the Patriarch is, right? Well, I guess you gotta make up your own mind. I just wanted you to know that the way the Patriarch tells the story ain't the only way there is to tell it. Is he with you now? Let's just say there are places where our hopes for the future overlap. Now, do you have him or not? Sorry, cowboys. Not till I can trust you a little bit more. Now, don't keep me in suspense. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. He could have been useful down the road. I guess we'll have to recalibrate a bit. At least the In the meantime, we're all for you helping the Patriarch collar his kids. Can't have a bunch of rabid animals running around loose. Although, I guess he wants you to bring him back alive. Fact is, Colorado will be a whole lot safer without him. The Patriarch's heirs will always have a claim on this land, and from what I hear, they're even worse than Buchanan himself. Anyhow, I'll be in touch. Dead Red, over and out.